Sarah Vaughan, born on March 27, 1924, in Newark, New Jersey, was the only child of Asbury Jake Vaughan, a carpenter and musician who had a passion for guitar and piano, and Ada Vaughan, a dedicated laundry worker with a lovely singing voice that filled the church choir. In the modest home on Brunswick Street, Sarah was immersed in music, surrounded by the harmonious sounds of her parents. Her father, a devout Baptist, ensured that she regularly attended the new Mount Zion Baptist Church, where her love for music blossomed in a supportive environment. This early exposure to both gospel and secular music played a crucial role in shaping her distinctive jazz sound. As she grew older, Sarah's talent flourished, and her musical journey took her to new heights. The influence of her upbringing can be seen in her powerful voice and emotive style, allowing her to connect deeply with her audience. The complexities of her life, including her struggles and triumphs, contributed to her artistry, making her a compelling figure in the world of jazz. The question of her coke habit adds another layer to her story, prompting a deeper exploration of its impact on her career and personal life. Sarah's journey into music began early, with piano lessons at the age of 7, followed by her involvement in the church choir. Under her father's guidance and with her mother's vocal influence, Sarah quickly developed her skills, and it wasn't long before she started performing at church events. Her talent on the piano was exceptional for her age, and she was soon playing for the church congregation. Though she was immersed in gospel, her heart yearned for more, sparking a desire to explore beyond the spiritual confines of church music. She found herself drawn to the sounds of jazz and blues, which resonated deeply with her artistic spirit. This exploration led her to experiment with her voice, blending the techniques she learned in church with the expressive freedom found in these new genres. As she continued to grow and evolve as a musician, Sarah began to understand the power of music as a means of personal expression, paving the way for her future endeavors in the world of entertainment. In her early teens, Sarah developed a secret passion for jazz, a genre that was seen as rebellious and even sinful by the standards of her conservative upbringing. She would sneak out to local bars and jazz clubs to watch live performances, soaking up the atmosphere and learning from the musicians on stage. This daring side of Sarah, unafraid to pursue her love for jazz despite the risks, highlighted her determination and drive. Her talent shone through, and she became a known figure in the local jazz scene, even playing piano in her high school jazz band. This double life as a church-going pianist and a budding jazz musician foreshadowed the complex personality she would later reveal to the world. The thrill of performing in smoky rooms filled with passionate audiences contrasted sharply with her life at home, where the expectations were much more traditional. Each performance strengthened her resolve and deepened her love for the music that spoke to her soul. As she navigated this intriguing world of jazz, she found her voice, blending her upbringing with her newfound passion, creating a unique identity that would later define her career. The experience shaped her not just as a musician, but as a person, instilling in her fierce independence and a love for creativity that would last a lifetime. In 1939, a significant opportunity arose when a nightclub owner, captivated by Sarah's talent both as a pianist and a vocalist, offered her the chance to perform regularly at his club. This was no small feat, as Sarah was only 15 years old at the time, yet her performances were mature and captivating. Her parents were initially shocked by the revelation that Sarah had been sneaking out to perform, but they soon realized the depth of her passion. This experience solidified Sarah's desire to pursue a career in music, and her family began to understand that she was not just any ordinary teenager, but one with an extraordinary gift and ambition. The nightclub became a stage where she could showcase her skills, drawing in audiences who were mesmerized by her voice and piano playing. Each performance was a step towards her future, as she honed her craft and built confidence. The support from her family eventually grew, recognizing that her talent was rare and worth nurturing. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of a journey that would lead Sarah to become a celebrated figure in the world of music. With unwavering determination, Sarah made the life-changing decision to drop out of high school, fully committing herself to a career in music. This bold choice marked the beginning of her journey into the vibrant world of jazz. By her late teens, she had become a well-known figure in the local jazz scene, captivating audiences with her powerful voice and unique style. Performing regularly in clubs, she often held a cigarette in one hand and a glass of gin in the other, embodying the carefree and spirited essence of jazz culture. Her quick wit and independent nature earned her the nickname No Count Sarah among her musician friends. This moniker reflected her strong-willed personality and her refusal to rely on anyone else's support. She was determined to carve her own path in the music industry, showcasing a fearless pursuit of her dreams that laid the foundation for a career that would change the landscape of jazz music. Her dedication and talent resonated with many, making her a beloved figure in the genre. A turning point in Sarah Vaughan's career came when she entered an amateur contest at Harlem's famed Apollo Theater on a dare from a friend. With a mix of nerves and excitement, she took the stage and performed body and soul. Her voice filled the room, and she sang with such passion and skill that it captivated everyone present. Not only did she win the contest, but her performance was so impressive that she was offered a week-long gig at the Apollo. This opportunity was crucial as it thrust her into the spotlight, giving her the exposure she needed to kickstart her career. Her time at the Apollo Theater allowed her to showcase her remarkable talent to a wider audience. During this period, her performance caught the attention of Billy Eckstine, a member of the Earl Hines Orchestra. He recognized her potential and played a significant role in setting her on a path that would lead to greater fame and success. This moment at the Apollo marked the beginning of a legendary career for Sarah Vaughan, shaping her future in the world of music and entertainment. After being discovered by Billy Eckstine, Sarah Vaughan joined the Earl Hines Orchestra in 1943, marking her official entry into the professional music scene. This opportunity came at a pivotal moment in her life, allowing her to step onto a larger stage and showcase her incredible talent. Performing with Hines provided Sarah with a unique environment to develop her style and technique. She absorbed the musical influences around her, blending her background in gospel music with the intricate phrasing of jazz. Her powerful voice and emotive delivery quickly made her one of the most admired vocalists in the orchestra. During her time with Hines, she gained invaluable experience, learning from some of the best musicians in the industry. By 1945, Sarah felt ready to embark on a solo career. She brought her unique blend of gospel-inspired vocals and jazz phrasing to audiences across the country, captivating listeners with her artistry. This period with Hines was formative for Sarah, as it allowed her to refine her craft and gain the confidence needed to stand on her own as a solo artist. In 1947, Sarah Vaughan entered a significant chapter of her life when she married trumpeter George Treadwell. This union was not just personal, it also marked the beginning of a professional partnership that would greatly influence her career. George took on the dual role of husband and manager, and his impact on Sarah's public image was profound. He was involved in nearly every aspect of her career, from selecting her wardrobe to determining her song choices. Under George's management, Sarah's career flourished, and her salary saw a remarkable increase. However, this success came at a cost. The tight control George exercised over her finances and personal life led to growing tension in their relationship. While he played a crucial role in elevating her status in the music industry, the lack of personal autonomy began to weigh heavily on Sarah. The pressure of having someone dictate her career decisions ultimately set the stage for their eventual separation, highlighting the complexities of their partnership. Under George's direction, Sarah's career soared to new heights. She recorded hits like Tenderly and It's Magic, which gained popularity on both jazz and pop charts, solidifying her status as the Divine One. Sarah's powerful voice and emotional depth in her performances captivated audiences, making her one of the most respected figures in jazz. Her weekly salary rose from $250 to $2,000, a testament to her rising fame. With George managing her career, she reached levels of success that few female jazz singers could achieve at the time, further cementing her place in music history. This period marked a significant transformation in her life as she embraced her artistry and connected deeply with her fans. The combination of her unique vocal style and George's expert guidance allowed her to navigate the music industry successfully. As she continued to produce memorable songs, her influence extended beyond jazz, appealing to a wider audience and inspiring future generations of musicians. As Sarah's fame grew, so did her desire for artistic freedom. She found herself feeling restricted by the pop-focused repertoire that George curated for her. This limitation did not sit well with her, as she yearned to delve deeper into her jazz roots. The desire to explore her true musical identity became increasingly important to her, leading to a significant decision in her career. This moment of realization prompted her to part ways with Columbia Records, a move that would shape her artistic journey. By signing with Mercury Records, Sarah gained the opportunity to record both pop and jazz music. This new partnership allowed her to showcase her versatility and artistry in ways she had always envisioned. With this creative freedom, she could blend her jazz influences with popular music, creating a unique sound that resonated with many. This shift not only helped her maintain her reputation as a pioneering figure in the jazz world, but also expanded her reach to a broader audience. Her decision marked a turning point, enabling her to fully express herself and connect with fans who appreciated her diverse talents. In 1951, Sarah Vaughan embarked on her first tour of Europe, which marked a significant turning point in her career and began her journey toward international acclaim. As she performed in iconic cities like London, Paris, and Munich, audiences were captivated by the richness and power of her voice. Her ability to convey emotion through her singing resonated deeply with fans across the continent. Friends who traveled with her on this tour often marveled at her incredible stamina, noting how she seemed to thrive in the demanding atmosphere of international performances. They observed that certain substances appeared to enhance her vocal abilities rather than hinder them, allowing her to deliver unforgettable performances night after night. The adoration from her European fans was palpable, and these tours helped solidify her reputation as one of the greatest jazz vocalists of her time. Sarah Vaughan became an ambassador of American jazz, bridging cultural gaps and bringing the essence of her music to new audiences. The impact of her performances during these tours was profound, establishing her as a beloved figure not just in America but across continents, forever changing the landscape of jazz music. Despite her success, Sarah Vaughan faced significant personal challenges, especially in her relationship with George Treadwell. Their marriage, once a partnership that seemed to thrive on mutual ambition, ended in divorce, leaving Sarah heartbroken. The emotional turmoil was compounded when she discovered that only $16,000 remained from the millions she had earned while under George's management. This shocking financial betrayal was a turning point for Sarah, forcing her to confront the reality of her situation. It became clear that she needed to take control of her finances and not rely solely on someone else. Although the heartbreak was immense, Sarah recognized the role George played in helping her achieve fame. However, with the end of their relationship, she was left with the daunting task of rebuilding her financial security from the ground up. The experience taught her valuable lessons about trust, independence, and the importance of being aware of her financial situation. Throughout her career, Sarah faced the harsh realities of racial discrimination. She encountered prejudice in various forms, which included inadequate dressing rooms that often did not meet the standards afforded to her white counterparts. This unfair treatment extended to outright hostility during performances, where the atmosphere could turn hostile due to her race. In one particularly shocking incident, while performing in Chicago, she had tomatoes thrown at her by a disgruntled audience member. Such moments were not just isolated events. They reflected a broader societal issue that many artists of color faced during that era. Despite these significant challenges, Sarah remained resilient. She refused to let prejudice undermine her passion for music. Her determination to overcome adversity became a hallmark of her career, solidifying her reputation as a groundbreaking artist. This unwavering spirit not only allowed her to thrive in a difficult environment, but also served as a source of inspiration for other musicians. Her story encouraged many to persevere in the face of discrimination, showing that talent and dedication could shine through even the darkest of times. Clyde Atkins entered Sarah Vaughan's life as a man who claimed to be a successful businessman, but the reality of their marriage was far from what she had hoped for. Initially, Sarah was drawn to his charm and the promise of stability, but soon his financial recklessness became apparent. Clyde's gambling habits quickly spiraled out of control, leading him to squander Sarah's hard-earned money. Instead of enjoying the fruits of her labor, she found herself drowning in debt, struggling to understand how someone she trusted could bring such turmoil into her life. As the marriage progressed, Clyde's abusive behavior emerged, revealing a darker side that Sarah had not anticipated. He became increasingly controlling, dictating her movements and isolating her from friends and family. The threats he made against her life were chilling, instilling fear and anxiety in her daily existence. This suffocating environment made it difficult for Sarah to envision a way out. Yet the realization of her situation began to weigh heavily on her. In 1962, after enduring years of hardship and emotional pain, Sarah finally found the strength to escape the marriage. However, the aftermath was devastating. She was left with a staggering $150,000 debt to the IRS, a stark contrast to the financial success she had previously achieved in her career. This tumultuous relationship served as a painful lesson for Sarah about trust and independence. It was a reminder that even in moments of vulnerability, she needed to rely on her own strength and judgment. The scars of this experience would linger, shaping her understanding of love and partnership in the years to come. After her divorce from Atkins, Sarah found solace in John Preacher Wells, a longtime friend who became her manager and romantic partner. Preacher played a crucial role in stabilizing her life during a tumultuous time. He helped Sarah set up her first official bank account, which was a significant step toward her financial independence. Before this, Sarah had faced many challenges with money management, and Preacher's guidance allowed her to gain control over her finances for the first time. This newfound stability was essential for her, as it freed her from the worries of financial mismanagement that had plagued her in the past. With Preacher by her side, Sarah could focus more on her music, pouring her energy into her art without the constant stress of financial instability. Their relationship not only provided emotional support, but also a practical framework that helped Sarah thrive professionally. Even after they parted ways, Preacher remained a positive influence in her life, showcasing the deep connection they had formed during those pivotal years. During the 1960s, as rock and roll overshadowed jazz, Sarah Vaughan continued to perform, drawing loyal fans to her concerts and festivals. She shared the stage with legends like Billie Holiday, Ella Fitzgerald, and Carmen McRae, reaffirming her status as one of jazz's enduring voices. Despite jazz's decline in popularity, Sarah's powerful performances and dedication to her craft kept her relevant. Her ability to adapt and remain active in the music scene during this transitional period demonstrated her resilience and deep love for jazz. While many artists struggled to find their place in a changing musical landscape, Sarah thrived. She embraced new styles and incorporated them into her performances, showcasing her versatility. Audiences were captivated by her rich, emotive voice and dynamic stage presence. Even as the music industry shifted, she maintained a loyal fan base, proving that true artistry transcends trends. Her commitment to her music inspired younger generations of musicians, ensuring that her legacy would endure. Sarah's concerts were not just performances. They were experiences filled with emotion and connection. She poured her heart into every note, inviting listeners to feel the stories behind the song. As she navigated the challenges of the era, her artistry remained a beacon of hope and inspiration for many. In the 1970s, Sarah Vaughan found a meaningful relationship with Marshall Fisher, a restaurateur from Chicago. Their bond was unique, marked by mutual respect and support. Unlike her previous partners who often exploited her fame and finances, Marshall adored Sarah for who she was, not just as an artist. He valued her independence and encouraged her to make wise choices regarding her career. This was a refreshing change for Sarah, who had faced challenges in past relationships. Their love story was not without its hurdles. They confronted social challenges due to their racial differences, which posed obstacles in a society that was still grappling with issues of race. However, these challenges only strengthened their commitment to one another. Marshall's support provided Sarah with a sense of stability she had long sought. With him by her side, she could focus on her music without the fear of financial exploitation that had marred her earlier experiences. Marshall's influence was profound, allowing Sarah to thrive in her artistry while feeling secure in her personal life. Their relationship became a sanctuary for her, offering the encouragement she needed to navigate the complexities of her career and the music industry. Sarah's time with Marshall marked a significant chapter in her life, one characterized by love, respect, and a renewed sense of purpose in her music. As she entered the later years of her life, Sarah's health began to deteriorate. She suffered from arthritis, which made performing physically challenging. The pain and stiffness in her joints often made it difficult for her to move freely on stage. Despite this, her love for music and her connection with her audience pushed her to continue performing. Her lifelong smoking habit contributed to her health issues, leading to a diagnosis of lung cancer. This news was devastating, yet Sarah's spirit remained unbroken. Even as she faced the realities of her illnesses, she found strength in her passion for singing. Her performances became a powerful testament to her resilience. Each note she sang carried the weight of her struggles, yet it also reflected her unwavering dedication to her craft. She refused to let her health define her final years on stage. Instead, she embraced every opportunity to share her music, knowing that it brought joy to others. Audiences were often moved by her ability to convey deep emotion, even while battling her own challenges. Sarah's determination to perform, despite her arthritis and cancer, showcased her incredible strength and commitment to her art. Her journey was not just about the music. It was about the human spirit's ability to endure and thrive, even in the face of adversity. She inspired many by showing that passion can fuel perseverance, allowing one to rise above personal struggles. Sarah's legacy is one of courage and dedication, leaving a lasting impact on those who had the privilege of witnessing her talent. In her final years, Sarah Vaughan was celebrated for her immense contributions to the world of music. She received multiple Grammy nominations, a testament to her talent and the impact she had on the jazz genre. Among her accolades, she won a Grammy for Lifetime Achievement, highlighting her enduring influence and dedication to her craft. Vaughan's legacy was further solidified when she was inducted into the Jazz Hall of Fame, an honor that recognized her as one of the most significant figures in jazz history. She graced prestigious venues with her powerful voice, including performances at the White House, where her artistry captivated audiences of all backgrounds. Critics and fans alike praised her as one of the most wondrous voices of the 20th century. noting her ability to convey deep emotion through her singing. Her profound impact on jazz music inspired countless future generations of musicians, ensuring that her legacy as a true jazz icon would live on. Sarah Vaughan's coke habit has sparked much discussion about its effects on her life and career. While some may argue that her use of cocaine fueled her creativity and helped her cope with the pressures of fame, others point to the negative consequences of addiction. The jazz scene of her time was filled with temptations, and Vaughan was not immune to them. Her powerful voice and emotional depth were undeniable, but the toll of her drug use is a complex aspect of her story. Many artists have struggled with addiction, and Vaughan's experience reflects the broader challenges faced by musicians in the industry. Her ability to connect with audiences and convey deep emotions through her music was remarkable. Yet it raises questions about the price of such talent. As she navigated the highs and lows of her career, the impact of her coke habit became a part of her legacy. It adds a layer of intrigue to her life, illustrating the duality of artistic brilliance and personal struggle. The exploration of this topic invites us to reflect on the relationship between art and addiction, leaving us to ponder the true cost of great